Hey guys, welcome back to Clubhouse Kids. So this video is going to be a two-part video. So I took pictures of what I fed my kids for breakfast this last week, but that would be a super short video when I kind of put it together. So I thought I would just combine another idea and make this all one video. So the first part of this video, I'm going to show you my 5 favorite things when feeding kids in daycare, kind of like 5 tips. And then after that, I will show you what I served my kids for breakfast this last week. And I got that idea from Keto Sammi, and I'm going to link her video on what she fed her kids below. And I think it's just a great idea to kind of see what other providers are feeding their kids. So if you are also a provider, comment below just some breakfast ideas or upload a video on what you've been feeding your kids. It's sometimes as daycare providers, we can kind of get in a rut and kind of feed our kids the same thing over and over again, and it has just been really refreshing seeing other people's meal videos on daycare, like what they feed their kids in daycare. So first I will show you my 5 favorite tricks and tips on feeding kids in daycare. Okay, so the first tip I have for you are how to store your daycare kids' breast milk. And so I have 3 buckets I'm in my daycare kitchen. This is just my deep freezer, so half of this stuff is daycare food and half of it is my family's food. But on this rack I have 3 bins that I got at the dollar store. And what I have done is made these labels, and they're on sticker paper, so they can come off very easily to switch the bucket to a new daycare child. And then I can just write their name on the label, and then when their parents bring frozen breast milk, they can just pop it into this freezer in their child's bucket. And then storing the fresh breast milk for the day, this is my daycare fridge here, and I have just another just Rubbermaid tub that I keep in here, and the parents will just put any fresh milk right into this, and it's wet because I just washed it. So those are the 2 ways that I store the kids' breast milk. And then my second tip that I have is I keep a basket on the top rack of the refrigerator, and in it I keep everybody's milk glasses. And so in the morning, tomorrow morning, I will just fill these up. They will use them for breakfast, and then they actually just go straight back in this basket and back into the fridge. So this works really well, so you're not just kind of dumping milk, wasting milk all day long. And then at lunchtime, I just pull this basket back out. Now the kids do have individual water bottles that they keep at their desk, so I keep in my infant toddler room, so they do have access to water throughout the day. And then our afternoon snack, I do serve juice, but for the older kids, I put the juice in paper cups. So this basket is just from the Dollar Tree, and it works out really well, just kind of keeping everybody's drinks together, and then you don't have all these cups just sitting randomly throughout your refrigerator. And then another trick that I have that goes along with this is to color code your kids. So each one of my kids is a different color. With my little ones, I use take and toss cups, so each of them are a different color here. And I also color code the plates and the bowls and everything like that. So when you see my meals, you'll see that they are color coded. That is a major trick I will give to you as a daycare provider, is color code your kids. It'll make it so much easier organizing their stuff. And just a little shout out to these cups right here. These are aluminum cups, and my kids say that the milk tastes better in these, so I don't know why. I don't know if the milk just stays super cold in these, but I will try to link these cups below too, because these cups are really awesome. And my third trick is to serve the kids' meals on trays, and this has just a little bit of a lip, and so if the kids spill their milk, it'll usually stay contained onto the tray. And it's also a lot simpler to clean up after the kids have eaten. You can just gather the trays and just throw everything into the sink. Now I have a whole bunch of these, much more than the kids that I have, so I actually use these trays a lot for art projects. We use them for Play-Doh, for playing with sand, just all kinds of stuff I use these trays for, but mostly I use them for our meals. And so at the end of this video, when I'm showing you what we ate for the week, you're going to see me using these trays. Fourth trick is this thing. I don't even know what it's called, but it's made by Pampered Chef, and I believe that it's used to like chop up meat. But I use this every single day in my daycare for my little ones that are kind of off of baby food. They're getting ready to eat more table food. They're kind of transitioning into table food. This thing mashes up food amazing. And so I will usually just put their food in a bowl, and I can just take this and mash it up, and it just makes a perfect consistency for those kids transitioning to table food. So I will try to link this below. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. I don't sell Pampered Chef. I just got this at a party I went to with the thought of meat, but actually I use this thing for my daycare. I'm not kidding you, like every day. So I will try to find like where to purchase this. If you use this in your daycare, comment below too, because this thing's just, it is amazing. And then the fifth tip I have, and I put little sticky tabs over their kid's last name, but on my front of my cabinets here, I have the 3 kids that are still eating baby food, and then at the top I have what age they are, and I have a Velcro dot here, and then and then I have kind of my meal plan of what I would feed a 6-month-old. Now this little guy actually hasn't started solids, so I just put a line over it, and you can see this is just a dry erase marker, and so I can just write things on these little boxes. I usually put the amount of ounces that they eat at a time. And then my favorite thing is this paper right here, and so I have their name at the top, and I put what type of bottles they are eating from, and then here I have everything that I serve an infant from, you know, the time they start eating solids to they're transitioned onto table foods. And this, the parents have a copy of this, and then I keep a copy here. And when parents come here, they usually keep their copy in a folder that comes back and forth. And once the child has been introduced to that food at home for about a week, then the parents will highlight this on their paper, and then I can see that the child can now eat that food here at daycare. And it just makes it super easy, really nice to know what the kids can eat, what they can't eat, because I do provide all the food for my daycare kids. So you can see this little one's, you know, she is 10 months old right now, and that's kind of what my meal plan, it's kind of, sorry, there's like a glare on there, but from ages 9 to 11 months, that's kind of the meal plan that I feed them. And then so I can know everything that she can have and stuff that she has not been introduced to. And then my last little guy, he's actually completely on table food. You can see everything is highlighted. And then he is almost 13 months, so I just have an transitioning to table food. And then when he turns 14 months, I'll just take his paper down. Okay, so let's get going on what I served my kids for breakfast this last week. So this was our Monday breakfast, and the kids had pancakes, pears, and milk. For Tuesday, we had blueberry muffins, banana, some yogurt, and some milk. And then here is Wednesday's breakfast. We had hash browns, eggs, and then that is a raspberry strudel. We do not usually have that, but I had a parent bring some for the kids, so we added that to our breakfast, and then milk as well. And then here is Thursday's breakfast, which was blueberry waffle, some banana, and some milk. And then finally, Friday, we had some cinnamon toast with peanut butter, some mandarin oranges, and milk. Alright, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope that this gave you some tips and tricks on how to feed your daycare kids. I actually just started a teacher paid teacher page, so I'm going to put this on there, and so I will link that below. So if you are interested in having a copy of this for your daycare, I know that different programs might have different foods, but you can take a look at that. I will also put these little labels up here on there if you want to download them and look at what I feed my kids for starting from like 4 months to 12 months. I actually keep them in, this is my infant little cabinet, and on the side here I keep all of them here, and now I laminate these so I can use a dry erase marker and write on them. And then I also, on that teacher page, on that download, I will add the labels that I use in my freezer. And so a tip on that is to print them on like packing paper, like packing label paper. That's the sticker paper that I use. It works really well. It's basically like just one big sticker, and you can print anything on there. The only thing is since it's not creased or anything, it is a little bit hard to get the sticker backing off, but it does come off. It just takes a little bit of work, but it does work really well, and it's just a cheap way to get sticker paper. And lastly, if you have not subscribed to Keto Sammi, I'm going to link that video where she shows what she feeds her kids below. Go check out her channel. She's amazing. And it's just, I love when I find other providers and just building this community on YouTube of all us providers kind of giving each other tips and tricks and keeping us excited about our job. And because sometimes it can just be a little overwhelming by ourselves. And I will say YouTube has just been fun for me to find other providers who are doing what I do during the day. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.